I have 48 hours to collect every card from one of my favorite Magic sets of all time, and if I don't collect every single card, I lose them all. How will I lose them all? I'll give them away to one lucky subscriber, and as much as I love the Wolf Pack, I really want to keep this collection for myself. I was recently watching a similar challenge on Deep Pocket Monsters, a great Pokemon channel, and thought, I wonder if I can do this for a Magic set. Theros is one of my all-time favorite sets of Magic. It's the set when I got back into Magic after taking a few years off, and it's when I opened my first Planeswalker. My college roommate and I would go to our LGS every week and play in a sealed limited league. It was a blast. I absolutely love the ancient Greek theme and all the allusions to classical myths. So, can I collect this whole set in 48 hours? Let's get started. Right off the bat, we have a major problem. I called every store in the area and... Hi, do you all have any original Theros booster boxes for sale?
No, we do not.
Theros booster boxes for sale?
No.
Theros booster boxes for sale?
Not boxes. I've got a couple packs.
Theros booster boxes for sale?
No, we don't have anything that old.
Nobody has any booster boxes. I guess this set somehow is already 10 years old. Wow, time flies. I could buy a booster box online, but it simply won't get here in time. I guess I'm going to be trading a lot more than I anticipated. But that brings up my second major problem. I recently cleaned out my trade binder and there's not much in there. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought. Oh, this was a mistake. Why did I do this to myself? Time to dive into my bulk boxes and see what we can find. This is going to be a lot of work. Let's put on an audiobook and start searching. Wow, I can't believe how many commons and uncommons I actually have. Some of these were easy where I had plenty of copies, but honestly, I felt like I got really lucky. There were a couple dozen cards where I had exactly one copy in my boxes. This is going to save me a lot of time. Now let's search the bulk rares to see what else we can find. Oh right, I built a mono green devotion deck for my first standard deck. Honestly, I'm loving going down memory lane. This is a lot more fun than I imagined. Oh, Visitrdrix, the most OP card at 5th grade recess. Okay, that wasn't a bad haul, but I swear I'm missing some rares that I know I played with back in that sealed league. Where on earth could these be? Then I remembered, I made exactly one commander deck in my entire life and played it exactly one time. Let's dive back into the closet. Score! I found my old Erois deck that has been sitting in this shaving bag for some reason. That's not good card storage technique, but live and learn. Success! We found some more rares. Glad I went with that nagging thought that I had more rares somewhere. We even have a foil Annex and Psymade. Sweet. Now let's see if I have the basic lands from the first ever Magic box I ever made back in elementary school. Oh no, I have 19 of the 20 basic lands. I really don't want to go through the basic lands at my LGS. Wait, the commander deck in that shaving bag. Maybe? Yes! We've got all 20 basic lands. Let's freaking go. Wow, Theros does have some beautiful basic land art. I also found a lot of valuable cards in these boxes that I can add to my trade binder, so hopefully that makes finding the rest of the cards a little bit easier. After organizing all these cards, I have all 20 basic lands, 97 of the 101 commons, 56 of the 60 uncommons, 30 of the 53 rares, but only 3 of the 15 mythics. While missing a good number of rares and mythics, I have 206 of the 249 cards. I'm pretty shocked to see this number. Maybe I can do this after all. Let's make a list of all the cards I'm missing. This is going to be crucial in letting other people know what cards I'm looking for and tracking which ones I pick up. While I do have a couple of the more expensive cards, I'm missing 5 of the 6 most expensive cards in this set. That's a bummer. And the one card I do have, I'm torn on including since it's part of my playset of Thoughtseizes. Granted, I do only play 2 or 3 copies in the deck, so I don't necessarily need my full playset, but you never know when you're going to want that 4th copy. I'm going to do my best to try to pick up a 5th copy of Thoughtseize before this is over. Oh boy, do I regret selling a couple years ago that single copy of Nykthos that I had. Ugh. All that searching and organizing took about 3 hours. I'll head over to my LGS tonight for FNM to see what other cards I can find. It's crucial that we get there early before FNM officially starts because trading during these events is really difficult and super inefficient. But before I can do that, I still have all my normal daily responsibilities, including helping Prometheus burn off some of his energy. While I'm wrestling with this beast, you can join the Wolfpack by hitting subscribe so that you get more videos like this on your homepage. Alright, I've got a tired dog, my trade binder, and the list of cards I need. Let's go to FNM. Alright, I'm here. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of nervous. I have no idea if people are going to have the cards I need. This is the store that had a few packs, but I don't really feel like I want to buy individual packs. I could take my chances with the whole box, but buying a few packs is just a good chance I miss completely. We'll see. I don't know if they have any Theros singles. Hopefully they do. That'll at least give me a good start. We'll see how this goes. We've got accessories, plenty of board games. Booyah! The computer that has their singles inventory. Okay, they have some of the cards we need. This is a good start. I got my last commons, 3 uncommons, 11 rares, but only 2 more mythics. Let's see what I can find by trading. There were about 20 people in the store at the time, and after asking every single one of them if they played back in Theros or had some cards for trade, not a single one of them did. I guess 10 years is a long time, and I'm starting to feel old. As all the modern players started rolling in, I finally found someone who had some Theros cards in their binder, including 2 that I need. But he custom painted the Thassa and wanted a premium that I wasn't willing to match. He did, however, have a foil Hammer of Perforos, and it's worth about the same as a Gitrog monster. Deal. I also made a new friend, Blake. I saw his keywork tattoo, so we started talking about music and concerts and how we've grown too old for moshing. We're up to 224 cards, only 25 more to go. Maybe this is possible, but boy am I starving. Luckily, my wife and I made 6 pounds of North Carolina pulled pork the night before. That's the good stuff. After getting a good night of sleep, I'm going to try a new store that I've heard about but never actually been to before. It's about 35 minutes away, so we're making it a family affair. My wife would like to point out that the store has a sick name. I walked in and discovered that they actually have a store championship event today, so there are a ton of Magic players here. I'm feeling hopeful. They also have a big selection of singles. Wow, we got another 18 cards. 7 of these cards the store had exactly 1 copy of. I'm feeling lucky. But they don't have an Ordeal of Nylea. Why is this one uncommon so hard to find? This is probably going to be the hardest card left on the list, as most people will have this card at home under their bed in a box rather than with them in their trade binder. I talked to a few people that were playing a new CCG that I'd never heard of before. They were super nice and invited me to play, but I don't have time for that. I'm on a mission. One of them took a look at my list of remaining cards and said he actually had all of them, but they were at his house and he'd be willing to meet me at the store and bring them with him another time. That won't quite work. As I was sitting alone in my pit of misery, a few people came into the store and asked if they could sit next to me. I said sure, told them what I was trying to do, but only one of them even played back in Theros. His name is Nathan, and he said he was sorry he didn't have any of the rares I was looking for, but he thought he might randomly have an Ordeal of Nylea. Are you kidding me? Please check. Thanks to his sweet organization system that he had, he could go right to his box of enchantments, and he actually found it. This is insane. I can't believe this is happening. He was going to give it to me for free, but I insisted he take something from the binder, so he snagged a Sylvan Scrying. Alright, I'm getting close. I'm down to Erebos, Thoughtseize, and a Temple of Deceit. People were confused and asking me why I was looking for this 50-cent land, but the most random cards have been making this challenge really difficult. I called some more stores in the neighboring towns, but apparently the 2 stores that I visited are the only ones that sell singles around here. I really wish I would have known that before embarking on this challenge. One of the stores that I called don't keep Magic singles on site. But whenever they're hosting a Magic event, they happen to bring some binders with them just in case people are looking for certain rares. They did have an Erebos and they said they would set it aside for me to pick up later that night. This store is also really far away, so I went home to drop off wife and baby. Then I drove another 35 minutes in a different direction to get this one card, and I'm hoping that there'll be people in the store that have the last 2 cards I need. Ugh, are you kidding me? I drove all this way for the GPS to take me to a restaurant? I was getting pretty mad, but then I looked up and I saw the store up above. I get in there and see a single group of Commander players. Is it meant to be? A single group of Commander players having the last 2 cards I need? No, they don't have them, and I'm starting to feel a lot of despair at this point. I've called every store and I've driven around and I've asked everybody in these stores and I just can't find these last 2 cards. I moved to North Carolina from across the country and I haven't played a ton of tabletop Magic, so I don't really have the community here to reach out and see if anyone can help me with this. That's what I remembered about Matt. I met him a couple months ago and we did exchange numbers, but he wasn't playing during Theros. Crap. I can always grab one of my copies of Thoughtseize, so I'm really just down to 1 card, that Temple of Deceit. Is 1 card really going to stop me from accomplishing this challenge? I'm really running out of options here. Wait, what about that guy earlier who said he had all the cards I was looking for? He gave me his number, but in the chaos of the day, I totally forgot. Hey dude, can you help me? Sure can. Holy smokes, we freaking did it. I was truly feeling hopeless and thinking that we were going to come up literally 1 card short. Whew! Desperation truly is the mother of innovation. Tracking down all of these cards in person in such a short amount of time sure was a lot of work, but it is done. Looks like the collection is complete and safe and sound. I do still plan to do a 10,000 sub giveaway stream, but looks like this Theros collection won't be part of it after all. Thanks for going on this adventure with me. Make sure you keep your collection safe and sound by storing your cards correctly, as shown in the video on your screen.